So in high school, I loved the biology classes, and so I started college and undergraduate as a biology major. And then as going through that and looking at different options, I ended up discovering speech therapy, which I didn't even know existed. And so I saw that I could treat patients in a hospital and serve patients to help them get better, which is ultimately what I wanted to do. So in my junior year of undergraduate, I added speech and hearing science and then kind of went off in that direction of my studies. I'm Alyssa Jensen, and I'm a speech-language pathologist. So as a speech therapist, I help people regain their ability to communicate, to think, or cognition, or swallowing after a major medical event such as a stroke or a brain injury. I think some things to think about are, I think good qualities of a speech-language pathologist are a person who's patient and just naturally very caring and kind of has a service attitude toward others. I think that a lot of our patients are seeing us kind of at the worst point in their lives. So I think being able to kind of set aside all of your own kind of feelings and like personal issues is important to be able to really focus on what that person needs at that time from you, because I think it's our job to help motivate them to kind of participate in therapy to kind of end up having the fullest recovery possible. I really love that no two patients are the same, so I feel like that challenge of kind of they're a puzzle and kind of figuring out what their troubles are and how to best approach them to help that person is interesting to me. And I love that I get to work with all different people. I get to work with coworkers, doctors, and new patients all the time. So I think that aspect of it is very fun and interesting. I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth. I guess here in this setting, you can start out as a therapist and move up into a leadership position, then a management position, and then there are senior management positions too. Like you could eventually become like a director of therapy operations or CEO of a hospital, just depending on what motivates you and kind of how you spend your time in the hospital. The schooling can be challenging. There are a lot of science courses, there's anatomy and physiology. And then for me in graduate school, I had classes and clinicals the entire full 2 years. And so the time commitment can be pretty consuming, but I felt like it was all worth it in the end. And all the learning that I did during that time has just paid off throughout my career. Since patients are seeing us kind of at their worst moment in their life potentially because of the medical event that happened to them, I think that a person has to be strong to go into the field to kind of see that every day. But I think the reward of helping each of those individuals is really, really important.